Hey guys, I'm Brad.
And I'm Chris.
And we're from Eat Lift Lose, and we've partnered up with GVC to bring you your workout videos to help you make sure that you stay on top of your fitness.
Alright, so let's get straight into that warm up, get you nice and moving, get you ready for the main session, get your heart rate up a little bit. So we're going to start off on the floor or the mat, whatever you're using, on all fours. So your hands are going to be right underneath your shoulders, your knees right under your hips. Going to work for a little bit of cat-cows just to get that back moving. So bring the chest up, stick the tailbone out, pause, and nice and slowly round through your back, tucking your hips under. We'll try and get a good arch in your back. And then just work through those two different positions at your own pace. Slower you can take it, the better. It should feel nice and good for your back, just to get it moving again. And we'll just do a few more. And then one last one. Good stuff. All right, stay on all fours. We're going to work through some bird dogs. So you're going to take one hand, punch it out, and then you're going to kick your back foot on the opposite side, straight behind you. But try and keep the foot nice and low to the floor. So you're going to punch one hand out, keep the foot nice and low. Try not to bring it up way too high, you're going to get a little bit of potential pain in your back. So try and keep it nice and low as you press out, come back in, and then we'll switch sides straight away and work through the other side. If having that pause is a bit challenging, just reduce it. So rather than pausing for too long, just try to have a small 1 second pause before you switch over. And we'll just do a few more on each side. And then relax there. Perfect, so from there we're going to come into some striders. Essentially what we're trying to do, you're going to come, you can start off with both knees on the mat. You're going to bring one foot just outside your hand, pause, and then you're going to open up on that same side where you've got your foot forward. Bring that knee back down to the floor, switch onto the other foot, and then open up. And then we're just going to alternate between the two sides as you go through. Now, if you want to make this part of the warm-up a little bit harder, you're going to take both feet straight out. So you'll start off in a plank, and then we'll begin to take that foot again, just outside the hand, and open up. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit warmer now. We'll just do a couple more on each side. There. Alright, so now we start to work into some squats with a little bit of a walkout. So take your time as you come down. You're going to squat in between your heels and then keep the hips nice and low as you walk the hands out into that plank position. Nice small baby steps in with the feet in towards your hands. And then we'll go through a couple more. So take a few steps back into that squat. And walk it out into that plank. And then nice small steps. Keep your legs nice and straight as you take it in. And let's go through a couple more like that. Again, hips nice and low. Onto the toes. And then we'll do one last one. Good stuff. Alright, we'll do one last warm-up exercise to get going. So, come into a half kneeling position. You're going to take that foot right underneath the knee and then have that 90 degree on the back leg as well. And then where you've got your front leg forward, you're going to take the opposite hand over the leg just to lock it into place. And then you're going to take that front arm forward in front of your body, and then we're going to open up on that same side. So the hand on your leg is just going to prevent that leg and your full body from twisting. You're going to try and rotate through the upper back. Just so you can get a little bit further each time you go through that rotation. And then we'll just go through 2 more on that side. And then we'll switch over onto the other side. So you got your left foot forward, right foot back. Take your right hand over your left leg, and then bring your left hand up in front of your body and open up. Again, you're just trying to rotate through the upper back. You don't want to rotate too much through your lower back. And you're fixing that front leg in place as you open up. And then we'll just do one last one. And hopefully by now, you're feeling nice and warm. So we're going to get into the main part of the workout now. We've got 3 different exercises. We're going to go for 10 reps of each. Once you've done each exercise, have a small rest in between each one, and then we'll have a longer rest at the end of all 3. We're going to repeat that 3 times. If you haven't got that, don't worry, we're going to go through it and break it down nice and slowly. So your first exercise, you're going to go through a squat. So a bodyweight squat, take the feet about hip width apart. Nice and slowly, we're going to come down. We're going to take 3 seconds down, 3 seconds back up. So we're going to super control this movement now. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. That's 1 rep. We're going to go for another 9. Try and make every single rep nice and controlled. Imagine you're just sitting down onto a seat on a tube. That's how you want to think about that squat. Take your time as you come down, still. Alright, let's go for 4 more. Keep the same control as the first one. At this point, your legs are starting to feel a little bit warm and tight. You probably know you've controlled it nice. Alright, one last one. And a big, controlled up movement on that squat. Alright, your next exercise, again, nice and straightforward. We're going to go for 10 reps. We're going to go through some press-ups. So you've got 2 options here. You can either go through it with your knees on the floor, or you can go through it with your legs nice and straight. I'm going to go through both. You're going to pick whichever one you want, see how you get on for 10 reps. So take your time. If you're going knees on the floor, just take them as you would, just around behind the hips. And then you're going to lower the chest down nice and slowly and forward. Press from that floor as hard as you can. So that's 3. You're going to go with your feet behind, legs nice and straight. You're going to carry on working through those press ups with a nice straight body, head to toe. We're going to go for 3 more. And 1 final one. And relax there. So those are your first 2 exercises. We're going to go for a 3rd one now. This one, we're going to go onto our back. The main aim of this exercise is never to let, never let your lower back come off the ground. So you want to really think about driving it into the floor of the mat, whatever surface underneath you. So come onto your lower back. You're going to take your hands right above the shoulders, knees above the hips, and then you're going to take your head and shoulders off the floor slightly. Again, the lower back at this point should still be in the ground. And then we're going to go for 10 reps. So for those 10 reps, we're going to take the hands back, pause, and then come back in. Head and shoulders stays off the ground still. And if you want to make it harder, we're going to take the feet out. Find which part works for you. If you come too far out and your lower back comes off the ground, come in, reset. So that's your 10 reps of that exercise done, which means that's round 1 done of those 3 exercises. We're gonna go for that in 2 more rounds. Grab a quick drink, have a short rest, catch your breath. Hopefully by now you're starting to feel nice and warm, and you should really start to feel that going all the way through your whole body. So I'm going to start off back from the top, back into those squats, taking 3 seconds down, 3 seconds back up. So take your time, come down again for 3 seconds, and then straight back up. And as we're going through this, if at any point you get to rep 7 or 8, you're quite tired, just take a little break. So 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. See if you can count those in your head. Or out loud. Even better, see if you can get someone else to count it for you. Good, and we have 2 more. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. Alright, that's your 10 reps on your squats. We're going to come back into those press ups. So with your press ups, try and keep the elbows quite close to the body. You don't want to touch it, but you don't want to have these airplane wings out nice and wide. Try and keep it nice and close, about hand widths apart from your body. Again, you can go for your knees if you want. And we're going to work through 10 of those. If you want a harder challenge, feet out, legs nice and straight. Whew. Definitely feeling the workout by now. Alright, I'm going to come onto our back into that dish hold position. Again, lower back stays nice and firm in the floor. If it helps, think of pushing the ribcage down into that ground. So if I'm in it, I'm going to think ribcage driving down into the ground, taking the hands back for 10 reps. Again, take your feet out a little bit further, a bit more of a challenge. Just find what works for you. Looks quite easy, but I'm sure by now you figured out it's quite tough. Alright, have a good rest. What we're going to do, have a bit of water, and then we're going to go through 1 more round. All 3 of those exercises again, back to back, and we'll see how we go on. Alright, need a bit more rest. Pause the video, have a bit more rest. If you need to go to the toilet, run off. When you're ready, we're going to get back into it. So, last round, really try and control the movement through these squats as you work through it. So 3 seconds down, take your time. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If it helps, count, because even I'm going to cheat you out. 3 seconds down. If you're struggling to count your squats, you can go 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Your next one's going to go 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. You're going to work that all the way up to 10. Alright, halfway there. If you're getting quite tired, just try and avoid letting the knees cave in. After what happens when we get tired, we start to lose a little bit of our form, but you want to think about driving the knees out. Alright, and for 2 more. Same again, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. One final squat. You're going to be seeing these again today, don't worry. 3 seconds back up. Alright, so as your squats done for your last round. Straight away if you can, we're going to come into those press ups and then we're going to go through 10 more reps in that last round again. Try and get the elbows quite close into the body, not too far out, rather than up here. So, if it helps, think of oranges underneath your armpits and you're going to squeeze the juice out. So squeeze the juice out under those oranges as tight as you can, and then drive back up. Going for a nice round of 10. And then again, one more challenge. Nice straight legs, as low as comfortable to the floor. Big drive up. Alright, hopefully you got somewhere close to those 10 press ups, and then we'll do one last round of that dish hold on our back. Really trying to control that movement with your core, keep everything nice and stable. So, back into that position, head and shoulders off the ground, and then let's control it back with the arms, back over in front of the body. Again, think of driving that rib cage down into the ground, all the way through. Helps just to keep the lower back nice and firm. Alright, we're for 2 more. Last one. And that's it. Alright, so I'm sure by now you've built up a bit of a sweat, just like I have. We're going to break and then we're going to have a little bit of rest before we come to the second half of today's workout.
Alright guys, I'm going to take you through the second part of your workout. So get yourselves ready and we'll get going. So the first one we're going to do is go through some glute bridges. So what I want you to do is pop yourself onto the floor, like so. Get your back nice and flat, and we're going to take our feet where our heels are pointed into the ground and our toes are pointing up, okay? So we're going to put a lot of pressure through the heels. We're going to use that to drive the hips up. So from here, you're going to push your hips up towards the ceiling, hold for 2 seconds, and then nice and slowly come back down. Making sure that we're keeping that back flat all the way through, and keep squeezing up through the hips. Okay, you're going to drive the heels through the ground, hold, back down. Okay, so big drive up, hold, back down. Drive up, squeeze, back down. We're looking to feel this through the back of the legs and through the bottom. So the harder you squeeze, the better. Okay, keep that going. We're going to go for 2 more. Good. Squeeze up. Fantastic. And once you've done 10, relax there. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is going to turn over onto our front, and we're going to go through some mountain climbers. Now we're only going for 20 in total, so 10 each side, and you can go as fast as you want or as slow as you want. Okay, hands underneath the shoulders, extend one leg back, other leg back, and from here you're going to drive the knee up towards the chest as fast as you can or as slow as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just go a little bit faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And relax there. So if you want to, you go a little bit faster, and if you want to, you can also add an extra 10 reps at each side. All right, fantastic. Last one we're going to go through is going to put ourselves up onto our feet, and we're going to go through some wire raises, working the shoulder and the shoulder blades. Okay, so from here, you're going to push your hips back, so we're hinging through the hips. Start with your hands by your knees. Now to make this harder, just lower the chest down. To make it easier or a little bit less challenge, bring your chest up, okay? So we're going to start in between. You're going to have your thumbs pointed up, and you're just going to raise your hands up as high as you can. Hold, come back down. Raise up, hold, come back down. If you want to make it a little bit harder, as I said, just drop the chest, come up, nice big squeeze. we're looking for a big squeeze through those shoulder blades. Really trying to keep those arms straight while punching the thumbs up towards the ceiling. And again, we're going to go for 10 reps. Keep it going, nice slow movements. If you want to make it a little bit less challenging, bring the chest up a little bit higher. Let's go for another 3 more. 2 and 3. Fantastic, awesome. Okay, so that's your first round done. Grab yourself some water. If you need to at any point during these videos, just pause the video, grab some water, take a little bit of a longer rest. Like so. And then when you're ready, we'll go through another set of that, okay? So let's pop myself back down onto the mat. Back nice and flat. Really push that lower back down, driving the rib cage into the ground, okay? And we're going to go for a nice, good 2-second pause. So we're going to drive up, 1, 2, back down. And again, let's go up, 1, 2, back down, good. And again, let's go, big squeeze, pause, back down. Keep it going, really push through those heels. Look for that squeeze with the back of the legs. Fire up the hamstrings and the glutes. Good, make sure we're pushing our shoulder blades down into the ground. Keep it going. Good, deep breath in, breathe out on the way up. And 1 more. Good, nice big squeeze, hold it a little bit longer. And relax there. Good, so hopefully after that, you're feeling a nice, slight burn through the back of the legs, okay? Let's turn ourselves over, back onto our fronts. So again, we're going to go through those mountain climbers, hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going to work through 10 each side, okay? If you want to work a little bit slower, drive the knee up, hold, come back down, use that core to drive up, and then slowly get confident with that. And let's build up a nice bit of speed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, fantastic. Cool, catch your breath back, and then let's pop ourselves back onto our feet. Let's go for those wide raises. So let's try and get those shoulders back as much as we can. Really thinking about trying to get those hands as high as you can without arching the back up, keeping the chest nice and flat to the ground, okay? So from here, take a nice deep breath in, shoulders down, raise your hands up, as high as you can, hold that squeeze, and as you come back down, try and maintain that squeeze. So you're going to resist against the hands coming back down, okay? If you find it quite difficult or challenging through the lower back, just take a second, lift the chest up a little bit, and that'll take a little bit of pressure off that lower back, okay? And if you find that quite easy, we're going to make it a little bit more challenging. Let's get that chest a little bit lower, raise up, get that squeeze through the shoulder blades, okay? Nice and slowly. We don't want to overdo this one, over rush. Take our time. Let's keep it going. Let's go for 4 more. Big squeeze up, nice and slow. Big squeeze up, nice and slowly down. 2 more. Good, and 1 more. All the way up, hold, back down. Fantastic. All right, that's 2 rounds done. Now again, with those exercises, take your time, no rush. If you want to slow it down, feel free to do so. Just work at your own pace, okay? Okay, so last round, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and try and make these exercises just a tad more challenging for ourselves. So for the glute bridges, we're going to hold a little bit longer, so 3 seconds. The mountain climbers, we're going to go as fast as we can for 10 each side. And the last one, we're going to get a nice big squeeze for those shoulder blades, okay? So let's bring ourselves back down onto the mat. Back nice and flat, okay? Push your heels through the ground. Toes nice and proud, pointing up towards the ceiling. And then from here, squeezing through the back of the legs, we're going to drive the hips up, okay? So from here, 1, 2, 3. Good, and back down. Let's go up. 1, 2, 3, and back down. Let's go, keep it going, big squeeze up. 2, 3, and again, let's go up. 1, 2, 3. Let's go for 5 more. 1, 2, 3. Keep it going. Really think about squeezing through the back of the legs and the bum. 2, 3. Let's keep it going. 1, 2, 3. Let's go for 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Let's hold for as long as we can. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. All right. Don't worry yourself too much if you lose count. The main thing is we're giving it a go. And if you do an extra rep or an extra 2 reps, it's absolutely fine. Or if you do 1 less, don't stress yourself, okay? So let's pop ourselves back into that mountain climbing position. Hands nice and strong underneath the shoulders, pushing through the ground. Extend both legs, take a deep breath in, and then when you're ready, let's go for 20, 10 each side, okay? Nice and fast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Good. So the key one there, make sure your hips are nice and still, not all over the place, like a boat in the wavy sea. So, put yourself back up onto your feet. And from here, we're going to go through last set of shoulder raises or the hand raises, okay? So push your hips back in this position here. Chest nice and proud. So we're pulling the shoulder blades back. And from here, we're going to take the hands up, nice and tall, hold, nice and slowly control, okay? Deep breath in, and as you come up, breathe out, and nice controlled. Good, let's keep this going. Really think about squeezing those shoulder blades together. It's a fantastic exercise. You've just spent a lot of time at the desk, tapping away in that computer. We're going to start to train those shoulders, take off that stress through the chest. So let's keep it going. Good. All the way up. Squeeze. Back down. Let's go for 3 more. Good. Last 2. Let's make them a little bit longer. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. The last one. Squeeze and relax there. Good. With those last ones, you should be looking to feel like the last couple of reps are a little bit of a struggle. That's absolutely fine. So that's the main session done and dusted. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit out of breath, feeling like you've had an opportunity to work out. And just before we finish, we're going to go through a little bit of stretching. These can also be done at any point during the day if you feel like you just need to get away from the desk, a couple of minutes and just stretch out, okay? So let's bring ourselves down to the floor. Okay, you can do this one standing up as well. Feet nice and wide, and then we're just gonna nice and slowly work our hands down towards our feet, okay? Don't worry about how far you can or can't go, just go as far as you feel comfortable. So take a deep breath in. You can use your hands on your legs to pull yourself a little bit further forward. Deep breath in, and then just drop the head towards the floor, like so. Good, keep holding that stretch there, but just looking to hold for about 20 to 30 seconds, trying to relax. Deep breath in, deep breath out, really good. Just keep that head tucked under. And we're looking to feel that stretch all the way up through the back of the legs and possibly through the lower part of the back. Nice and deep, good. And nice and slowly relax there. Fantastic. All right, we're going to pop ourselves onto our knees here. And I'm going to take 1 foot forward, okay? Get nice and comfy. If you've got quite a hard floor underneath you, maybe pop something a little bit soft, double up a mat, or maybe a cushion, whatever you've got around you. Just place that under the knee. Then from here, we're going to tuck our hips underneath, just like so. And then we're just going to, nice and slowly, using the leg that's in front, just to lead the stretch. And we're going to slightly lean in there, okay? So we're looking to get the stretch from the knee up through the hip and kind of through the stomach area just here. Okay, if you can't feel that stretch, again, just make sure you've got those hips tucked underneath, leaning into it like so, okay? All right, hold that, take a deep breath in. If you want to make that stretch a little bit more challenging, a little bit more deeper, just take one hand up and reach up above the head. Okay, nice deep stretch. Good, and as I said, if you want to do these stretches, just relax a little bit between work, fantastic opportunity to do so. Good, and relax there, cool. So let's change over to the other leg now. Again, tuck the hips underneath, and then lead with that front leg, like so, okay? Hold, if you want to hold the stretch a little bit longer, just pause the video, and at your own pace, just go through these stretches. And if you want to, you can pause, go back to the beginning and go through again. Okay, and from here, let's take that hand up. So the same knee that's behind, that we're kneeling on, that same side, just take the hand up, just reach back, while still leaning forward. And you should extend that stretch just up the body a little bit more towards the chest. Okay, good, and relax there. Fantastic, cool. We're going to stay on our knees for the next one. And all I want you to do is push your bum back towards your feet, and then hands out nice and long, arms nice and straight. And then from here, we're just going to drop the chest towards the floor, stretching through the back muscles here. Okay, so deep breath in, and then drop the chest down towards the floor. And let's just take a couple of seconds here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Really try and get that chest as low as you can. Good. Again, if you want to hold that for a little bit longer, feel free to do so. And then last stretch, just before we finish off and you continue on with your day. Stay on your knees here, hands in front of you, arms nice and straight. And then what I want you to do is interlock the hands just like so. And we're going to have then add in a slight bend in the elbows, and you're going to push your hands away from you as if you're hugging a really big bear or a massive tree. And you're looking to get the shoulder blades to separate as far as you can. So keep those elbows slightly bent and push away as far as you can, like so. Fantastic. Good, and then relax there. Take a deep breath in. Hopefully you've started to cool down a little bit, catch your breath back. Take your time as long as you need. Hopefully you've enjoyed this workout. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you soon. Take care.